Well, look what we have on the workbench today. It's the F1 display truck with Audi F1 Race Car by Lego City. And this is from the Formula 1 edition. Set number 60493. Contains 508 pieces. Retails for $44.99. The set was provided by the Lego Group for early review. Thank you, Lego. So yeah, looks like we got ourselves a race car here. And looks like a flatbed semi. And looks like we get a few minifigures with this. Looks like we got the Three Stooges on top. Oh, I got a tire. I'm hoping all the graphics on this one are printed. Here's the back of the box. And I'm not really familiar with F1, let alone am I interested in the theme, but it's here, so we're going to review it. So it looks like this bed just pops out or swings back and we can unload the car. That's unusual. I've never seen that before. And there's the Audi and the semi. And just by first impressions, if you're into this theme, this looks pretty interesting. Even the box art is catching my attention. Alright, let's crack this open and see what we have inside here. And you may hear some background noise. I have the window open because it's in the 70s today and it's nice and cool outside. Which is even better. And we got some building guides hidden in there. This box is packed rather sloppy. I think I got everything out of there. And let's take a look and see what we have here. I'm hoping this is a build together. So there's booklet number 1. And okay, I don't think the parts list is in there. Okay, let's see what kind of bags we get. Now that's the most important. And the whole intent of these unboxings is to see exactly what we get in a pack and that kind of thing. Well, I don't think this is going to be a group build by any means, but there's the flatbed. Not too bad at all. Now, does it come with the brick separator? Let's take a look here. I mean, some people want to know if it does. Even I'm like that. And no, it doesn't. I don't think there's any more pages here. No. So yeah, that's what we get. No brick separator with it for those who want to know, but there's your parts list. And yeah, it doesn't look all that bad. I think I can survive through this one. There's only 5 bags. Well, if you want to see me assemble this set, head over to my second channel. We're going to construct this in a few installments. Come back and take a tour. Now that everything has been assembled, let's take a look at our minifigures. So here we have the race car driver. He's eager to take a nap, so we'll do him first. Nice print work for the torso. It also does come with the helmet. I think that's the Audi logo printed on there. And I'm not good with vehicles, so yeah. And you just take off his wig to put that on there. But yeah, he won't need that right now. And then we have this gentleman here. That's, for some reason this camera doesn't like focusing on him. Not too bad. So you got the F1 logo on the back. And then we have this lady here. They all have single-sided heads. Yeah, not too bad. And now we have the Audi F1 Race Car. We've seen this style in a few other sets. And yes, everything you see with graphics is printed. There's no stickers with this set. And that's essentially what this looks like. And of course it does roll smooth and stuff like that. And it does seat our race car driver. We'll put him in there without the helmet because he's in here for a photo shoot anyways. So I think this has to raise up, if I can remember correctly. Just set him down in there. Needs to lean back. Put that down in there. Not much for controls in there, so he's got to control it with his mind. But honestly though, it's a nice little race car at that. And now we got the flatbed, and this one's probably the interesting part of the whole build here. So there's a side profile of it. The doors do open up to reveal some tools and stuff. Sorry if my hands are in the way, so even these open up too. So got some machines in here, and that's meant to hang up the helmet, so we can put the helmet in here. Well, that's where I think it goes. So just kind of tuck that in there like that. All right, and close that up, which is really cool. We also got a step to get in here. Here's the front. All that's printed too. And this does open up to reveal the little tiny engine. I mean, I've seen ones in riding lawnmowers bigger than that. So, and I think the engine just pops out of here. I mean, hey, if your engine breaks down, just pop it out. I wish it was that easy in real life. And here's the other side here. Take a look inside these doors. Now, the cab does seat up to 2 minifigures side by side. We'll take a look at that here in a bit. So here we got ourselves, looks like an impact wrench, and we got ourselves a fire extinguisher, which is really cool. Everything is tucked away behind the doors. It just feels very finished off. Now this part here does come off. We just pop that off there. We can gain access into the interior. And yeah, that little steering wheel is still haunting us to this day. Well, we can sit 2 minifigures side by side, so we'll put them in here. She's responsible, she can drive. And then this gentleman here will ride as a passenger because he doesn't want to get his fade all messed up here. So we'll put him in there. The only thing bad about these type of windscreens, there's no notch, so you can't easily put figures in here. And I know my hands are in the way. That's just how I roll here. And then close the door. I mean, there's enough room inside. This guy's a little tilted because of the his hand needs to be up a little higher. It's hitting the dash, but yeah, but they do fit in there. Does the top go on all the way? Yeah, not too bad. So they're ready to go. Now this also does collapse down, so you can load up the race car, because we can't just do this. You know, there's a couple ways we can do this. This also lifts up, and you can hinge it like this, or you can bring this all the way down like that. I could just drive our Audi up in here like that. And then we can just, well, you get the idea. The best thing to do is to pick it up like that and just raise it up. Now in real life that would not be strong enough to hold that. And the only thing I wish, though, there was a way to kind of lock that down in there for transport a bit better. I mean, that's the best as it'll do. It'll fall off if you're going that fast, so be careful. Don't want to accelerate too fast. And yeah, my crude review's at its finest, right? I don't like to script these. I kind of keep them very raw, so things fall apart, we're going to know about it. But it's got a nice profile to it, and it's pretty much built very well. And especially with the telescopes on the top all crooked and falling off. I mean, some things just feel like they're tacked on there, but it's not too bad. It's a very nice playable model. It's very sturdy. Well, speaking of play, let's talk play value for the beginning of the review. And yes, this is a fully playable model. You know, you do have access to all the interior spaces. You have 3 minifigures, and you have some accessories like the tools that are inside of here, including the helmet. And if you're looking for something to put in your city, this set is it. This is pretty much ready to go. It's drop and ready. When you're done, just pick it up and put it in your Lego city. You just place it in there and you're done. Which is even better. And I'm pretty happy with the overall outcome of this set. Now, my build experience was pretty good. At first, when I was unboxing this, I thought, I'm not really sure. You know, I'm not really into F1 vehicles. But after building this one, it was a very fun, relaxing build. Very fun indeed. I did not get bored of this one whatsoever. So sometimes looks can be deceiving, and that's why I do the first impressions. Because sometimes first impressions on a set like this, you can be fooled. You can be tricked real quick. And for something like this, I'm not too interested in. It was fun to put together. It was something I really enjoyed. It was not boring at all. I had just a lot of fun just assembling this set and just looking at the building techniques being used. Now, build quality, I'd say, is average to above average. This thing's built very well. But some of these tiles here, if you're not careful, can just crunch like that. So be very careful with handling the race car. That's probably the other issue that I had with it. So build quality, I'd say, is average to above average. And the windscreen here had a slight scuff, so that wasn't too pleasant to see, but not too bad though. I mean, it's not like it's going to distract me from building the set, but when you get scuffed pieces in your Lego set like that, it just makes it feel like the set is used and cheap. Like Lego just simply just did not care in how the set was packed. They just kind of threw it together and said, here you go. This should keep the kids very happy. But for a $44.99 set, you get what you're paying for here. You're getting a very good playable model. And I'm pretty pleased with it on how the set turned out. It just looks cool to look at. And everything's printed. It just feels high-end with all the graphics printed on the bricks, even better. So my final score in this set is going to be an 8.5 out of 10. You will possibly need a brick separator. I had to swap out the tires on them because I put the tires in the wrong place. So you're going to need to get a brick separator for this, at least if you make a boo-boo. Other than that, though, I think this is a pretty nice set to drop in your Lego City. It was not something boring. So if you're not even interested in the set, maybe you want to give this one a try and put it together. I mean, I had a lot of fun putting it together. In addition, you could use these pieces for other creations. There's a lot of these parts could be used to make another vehicle. But overall, though, I'm pretty satisfied with this set, but tell me what you think.